Hello, and welcome to Making Meaning Through Writing, Session 3. Today, we'll be working on written expression to develop rich, collaborative conversations. So, looking back and connecting to Session 2, you analyzed a text and created your own lesson, but we only went to working with summary. So today we want to move forward. So think for a moment. How have your students used writing as a vehicle to make meaning of text? You can write that now in your handbook. So what are we going to be doing today? Today's outcome is you're going to be looking at grade level narrative text, continuing with our texts on drought. And these texts are just wonderful. And you're going to review the planner on what instruction preceded today's work. And we'll explain that. And then you're going to complete the planner by identifying ways for students to extend their understanding of texts, come prepared for and have a collaborative conversation, review their new ideas gained from the conversation to expand their thinking and understanding, show their new thinking or understanding through writing. So this is the planner piece that you will complete. So looking at our big idea that writing is the use of language as an expression of students' thinking and learning, which will be addressed. Probably all are addressed in this activity today, but we certainly want to look at the blue questions. We're going to continue having students think critically about a text and write about it, and then they're going to engage with that text and practice academic language within a collaborative academic conversation. So let's look back to our second module that we worked with collaborative conversations. And 2 years ago, we worked on this module where we were looking at the standard prepare for and participate effectively in a range of conversations and collaborations with diverse partners. And the most important piece of this is that they build on each other's ideas and express their own ideas clearly. So, on the website, we have a section called Collaborative Conversations. And if you do not have these wonderful tools to help you with your collaborative conversations, you may download them now. What's really important with these norms is that they can be used during all times of the day, not necessarily with a group collaborative conversation, but that your students are learning to listen carefully and make eye contact during any time you're conversing, and that whenever you're reading, you're sharing and providing evidence and building on each other, and that they're asking questions to make sure they understand what they're reading, agreeing or disagreeing with each other respectively, and speaking loudly and clearly. So instead of the teacher doing all of the talking, we want the students to be doing the talking, and the teacher is the facilitator. So think about that now. How much time do you allow the students to talk about the text rather than you speaking about it the whole time? Also, when we move into a collaborative conversation, we had wonderful placemats that we have students use and practice academic discourse. And we even had some wonderful norms for controversial discussions, especially when they get into persuasion and how they realize that they can challenge an idea but not the person. And we have all of this in English and Spanish, plus stems that the teacher can put up a few at a time and help students to practice with good academic language during a conversation. We want to again connect back to our ELD framework and think about how collaborative conversations are central to making meaning, to producing and practicing language, to express themselves, to gain more content knowledge. And surely they're practicing foundational skills of speaking and sentence structure when they are having a conversation. So, what English ELD language standards are we going to connect with today? And you can see them here. Certainly, we're going to have collaboration. They're going to interpret text and produce something at the end of the conversation. And we hope that they expand and enrich their ideas this time. So, what I'd like you to do now is think about our wonderful new framework and how it really develops collaborative discussions with great ideas and the use of them in all different contexts. So read that now. You're going to turn to page 75 to 77 in your handbook. And as you read, think of how writing is an integral part of a collaborative conversation. And where does writing fit into the collaborative conversation and why? So pause this video now and please read this section and discuss these questions with your partners.